Today, on 11 p.m., somewhere in Beijing, what are they doing? Definitely not a midnight barbecue. Earlier this day, I received a message from the government which says, kindly reminder, the Zhongyuan festival is coming. Please do not burn paper money on the street and be careful with any fraud that is related to funeral services. So, what is the Zhongyuan festival? Speaking of that, I'd like to talk about something similar in the Western world in the first place. In Western culture, October 31st is the end of summer. The spirits of the deceased would return to their former homes on this day to find life in the living and regenerate through this. So, people put out the fire and the candles on this day, and the spirits of the dead could not find the living ones. Halloween is a day when all kinds of evil spirits come out. In order to overcome the fear, people usually wear black robes and masks on this night and dress up as demons and the ghosts to scare away the spirits of the dead. Afterwards, fires and candles are lit again to symbolize the start of a new year. On the other side of the planet, in China, people celebrate the Zhongyuan Festival, as known as the Hungry Ghost Festival, on the 15th day of the 7th month of the lunar calendar. It is known as Zhongyuan Festival in Chinese Taoism and also Yulanpana or Yulanpan Festival in Buddhism. Yulanpana is Sanskrit, which is an ancient Tibetan Buddhist language. Well, in folklore, it is commonly known as Ghost Festival, and the 15th of July. It is also the day when all ghosts are allowed to come to the human world and to enjoy the delicacies offered by the human beings. So, in Chinese folklore, you should not go out at the night of that day. Although this festival has a strong Taoist and Buddhist flavor, the original or primitive origin of the Zhongyuan festival bears a deep Confucian imprint. The 15th of July comes right after the summer harvest. Chinese people has a tradition to thank the god of grains and the ancestors because they believe that they wouldn't harvest anything without the care of God and the ancestors. Rituals like planting grains will be performed. The living members of the family will prepare some dishes, fruits, and vegetables. Apart from that, paper money, gold foil, and paper clothes will be also presented at the corner of the street, on a crossing, for example, to worship the ghosts and the dead ancestors. In this video, a couple of people are burning paper money on the street. It's July the 5th of the lunar calendar. Every crossing is full of people doing it. This is the spot that someone just has burned some paper here. Each circle means a dead person. Paper money was burned inside. It looks like a bank account of each dead person. Why do they burn it on the street junctions? Because they believe that the money will be transferred to the recipient along with the road. Well, sounds like a Wi-Fi. There are some vendors selling paper money here. This vendor ahead seems gone for a while. Let's go have a closer look. It seems that this vendor has nothing but paper money, and the paper money has different styles and grades. The price you pay are different too. Besides burning paper money like us in the north, in the south, people would release river lanterns or burn some packages for those dead ones. And they will make some paper clothes. In addition, they also make some silver ingots or coins. It is believed by the ancient Chinese people that the soul will not just vanish after the death. In fact, the soul will go to another world, and you need money to live in that world too. The only way to give a dead person some money is burning the paper money. The flame that burns paper money becomes the media to convert paper money in this world to the real money in the world of the dead. Another thing is the 15th of the 7th month is also a time for people to light lanterns or to burn paper money for the lonely ghosts, those who may die alone and leave no one in the world, so there will be no relatives that will burn anything for them. The lonely ghosts include soldiers who died in battles in ancient times and those who died in natural disasters. Speaking of which, the classic line comes to mind. The real death is that no one in the world remembers you. The winner of the 75th Golden Globe Award for Best Animation, Coco, has harvested tears from viewers around the globe. And I still remember that on a sunny afternoon in a movie theater somewhere in Beijing, China, it harvested my tears. It was so emotional. The movie talks about the Mexican festival, Day of the Dead, Dia de Muertos. For this festival, people usually build private altars and bring sugar skulls, marigolds, and their favorite foods to the deceased ones of the family. Across the world, we may speak different languages and have different cultural background, but we do share the understanding of joy and sadness.